When you're having a ton of people over your house and you want to have a dish that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, why not go for nachos? Today I'm going to show you how to make a grilled chicken nachos with our own homemade nacho cheese sauce. It's going to be awesome. Let's grill this. Everybody loves nachos. I love nachos. I'm sure you love nachos. And if you don't, leave a comment because I know you will anyway. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pickle some jalapeno peppers. So check it out. That's beautiful. I love spicy food. Oh, lost one. Man down. Woo! See that? Flying everywhere. I love jalapeno peppers because they're hot, but they're not smoking hot. All right, so we have our bell pepper. We use these in a lot of different things, really easy, well known. We have our poblano pepper. You can usually chop these off, hollow them out and stuff them with delicious stuff. Those are really, really fun. A little bit hotter, but still not quite hot yet. We have the Italian frying pepper, the Cubanelle pepper. We also have some serranos. Now we're getting hotter and hotter, so these serranos are pretty smoking hot. And then we get to the coup de grace. We get to the Scotch bonnet. This habanero pepper is just blow your face off, non-stop hot. Now I wouldn't suggest eating one of these little things because they're wicked hot. Anyway, that's my little primer on peppers. You know, pickling is pretty simple. It's basically just introducing some acidity, usually vinegar, to add a new flavor to something. So jalapeno peppers are delicious and they're kind of sweet, even though they're spicy. Yes, they're sweet and delicious. But I want to add a few different flavors. I actually want to accentuate some of that sweetness. So I'm using pineapple juice, and this is really, really fun. It's going to really bring out some fun, tart, tangy flavor in the peppers. So I'm going to add a little bit of pineapple juice. We got some white vinegar, about half and half. Half pineapple juice, half white wine vinegar. I'm going to use a touch of olive oil and some mustard seed. I love mustard seed, especially when you're pickling. And we're gonna add a touch of chopped garlic as well. You know, you can buy stuff already pickled. They make those little jars of pickled jalapeno peppers. But you know, they got all the chemicals and processing and stuff. Just make them at home, plus it's way more fun. I really like these nachos we're doing today. They got chicken. Usually I would do it outside, but you know, it's winter, it's cold, so we can always grill inside. Plus we're gonna add a lot of fun, smoky flavors to make it kind of feel like it came from outside on the grill. There we go. All right, you know what? I want to add a little bit of lime juice to this as well. So give that a nice slice, squeeze it in, zip it up, squeeze out as much of that air as you can. All right, and put these in the fridge for at least an hour, but if you wanted to leave these overnight or even for like a couple of days, awesome. You can put them on anything. Let's get to our chicken. I've got some boneless and skinless chicken breasts. Really, really simple. I'm gonna show you guys how to use a grill pan. So I'm gonna do a little salt and pepper, real simple. So flip them over, add a little salt to the other side. All right, I'm gonna show you a really easy trick to not overload your grill pan with oil. So we're gonna just take a little bit, just like this, because we don't really need a whole lot. So just put a little bit of olive oil, just like that. And we're going to rub it onto the grill part of the grill pan. So we're gonna go skin side down, which is the smooth, beautiful side. And here we go. Oh. So let those go just for about 4 or 5 minutes on each side. All right, let's get to our cheese sauce. So we're gonna start with a tablespoon of butter. Let that melt just a little bit. And a tablespoon of flour. We're gonna do equal parts flour and fat. You can use any kind of fat, but today I'm using butter. This is basically gonna act as our thickening agent for our sauce. We're gonna melt these two together. Let that butter and flour combine. Ultimately, what we're doing is we're cooking the flour in the fat, so we get rid of some of that raw flavor of flour. All right, that looks great. We're gonna start with some milk. I'm gonna add a little bit at a time. And you'll notice, as soon as you start to add the liquid, it'll start thickening up immediately. That's what the roux does. It thickens the liquid you add to it. So I've got a little bit of beer. You can use lager. I like to use a lighter beer. If you use something like a stout or a heavier, darker beer, it's gonna mess with the flavor too much. And I really want the cheese to shine in my nacho cheese. I'm gonna turn the heat down just a little bit. Let it start to cool off before we add our cheese. All right, let's check out our chicken. You notice the grate on the grill is facing this direction and our chicken is facing this direction. We're gonna give it a 90-degree turn. Let's check out these grill marks. So we see we get those nice lines. We're gonna give it a 90-degree turn to get those beautiful, see our marks? Turn it 90 degrees to get that beautiful cross pattern, you know what I'm talking about? That's kind of that like quintessential grill look. I love that thing. So we'll let this go for another minute or two and then we're gonna flip them over. Now I'm gonna add 2 different kinds of cheese. I have some Monterey Jack and some cheddar, because cheddar makes it better. It does, actually. We're gonna add our cheddar cheese. Now this sauce basically right now where we are is what you would use for mac and cheese. It's just a cheese sauce, you know? Or check this out, add a little bit of garlic and Parmesan cheese and you got Alfredo. Boom. All right, check that out. So it's starting to get nice and melty. That's what we want in our cheese sauce. Let that melt just a bit. I'm gonna flip my chicken. You see really close right here, we get those perfect little crosshatch marks. Love that. We're gonna add our Monterey Jack. And we're gonna add our spices. Now I've got some chili powder. I've got some smoked chipotle. And then we've got some paprika for a little bit more color. There we go. I'm gonna pull this off the heat. Now we don't want this to get too hot, we just want it to stay warm now. Oh, it smells so good. That smoked chipotle has such a big, robust flavor. That, my friends, is epic. All day long. All day long. All right, my cheese sauce is going, my chicken is finished. Let's get to our beans. We gotta have some delicious toppings for our nachos. So I've got a big saute pan over medium-high heat, and we're gonna add our onions and crisp them up just a little bit. And I've taken my can of beans and I've drained them a little bit. Add our beans. Give that a nice stir. It smells so good. All right, that's all about finished. All I have left to do is chop my chicken, and then it's time to plate. All right, so we're gonna start with some of our beans right over the top. If you make a mess, don't worry about it, it's nachos. Got some of our lettuce, just really easy, shred lettuce. Good. Got some diced tomatoes. We've also got a little bit of green onion over the top. And we've got our chicken. Boom. And boom. I have a little bit of guacamole, just real simple. A little olive oil, salt and pepper, garlic, some avocado. This is getting pretty big. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Here we go. Give it this action. Boom, boom, boom. And last little bit, I've got my jalapeno peppers. Now these have been sitting for a little bit over an hour. And once you taste these peppers, they're really, really sweet. They're still pretty spicy, but they're really, really delicious. Add a whole bunch, add a few. That is how you make wicked chicken nachos. Let's get in here for the real thing. Oh, that's it right there. It's freaking awesome. There you go, it's pretty much that easy. Grilled chicken nachos, so simple. And that cheese is wicked easy. Make sure you click the subscribe button, subscribe to Hungry, and I will see you guys next time.